Have you ever felt like the hero of your own story, but without actually doing anything heroic? You ever feel like you're the main character in some big story? Like deep down you've got this hidden talent or a secret weapon that's gonna change your whole life one day. You picture yourself making it, achieving everything you dream of, almost like you're destined for it. But then reality hits. Because the moment you actually try, you realize how insanely hard it is. Take Steve Jobs for example. He was fired from Apple in 1985 after a power struggle with the then CEO John Sculley and a number of product failures. He returned in 1997 because Apple was in severe financial distress, and its acquisition of his company Next brought him back as an interim CEO. Usain Bolt in 2004 Athens Olympics. Bolt suffered from thigh pain and was eliminated in the first round of the 200-meter race, missing out on his goal of winning gold. And we all know of his victories. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, what can I say about his achievements? The very embodiment of inspiration. Winning multiple Mr. Olympiads wasn't enough for him, so he pursued acting and became a household name before pursuing politics and becoming a governor of California. What's common about these men is that they pushed through when it became hard, whereas with some of us, we just retreat back into that fantasy where everything feels easier and safer. The crazy thing is, there's actually a scientific reason why our brains trick us into feeling this way. But if you don't learn how to break that illusion, you'll stay stuck, always dreaming, never doing. Self-serving bias. It means the tendency to see yourself in a more favorable light than reality. So we overestimate our abilities, importance or uniqueness. It's why you feel destined or like the hero. Your brain's wired to make you feel special. It's like thinking you could succeed at something easily because you deserve it or are inherently talented, even without putting in the work. Illusion of control. Believing you have more control over events than you actually do. Your brain wants to feel powerful and in charge, so it convinces you that success is just a matter of unlocking the right moment or tool. Imagining there's a secret trick or talent that will make everything easy instead of acknowledging effort is required. Fantasy-prone personality. Some people have a strong tendency to daydream and live in their imagination. When daydreaming, the brain releases dopamine, giving you a small sense of reward, even though nothing real is accomplished. This reinforces the fantasy of being the hero, spending hours imagining your success or victory without taking action, and feeling satisfied as if it already happened. Dopamine reward loops. Neurochemical circuits in the brain that reward anticipation and imagination. Thinking about success triggers dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Your brain likes this shortcut. Imagining winning feels almost as good as actually doing it, which reduces motivation to actually work. You visualize yourself as rich, famous or skilled, and your brain feels rewarded.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone.
So if the last section made you feel a little exposed, like maybe your brain has been tricking you all along, this section is where reality hits. Because here's the truth. In real life, there's no secret weapon, no destiny waiting to drop in your lap. Every success story, for the most part, is built on hard work, repetition and discipline. Take Muhammad Ali, for example. Hailed as the greatest boxer, he spent countless hours shadow boxing, running miles before sunrise and perfecting every moment. His greatness didn't happen because he imagined it. It happened because he outworked almost everyone.
You know what I did last week? Last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick.
And Mike Tyson? People think he was just born a knockout machine. But behind every punch was years of brutal training under custom auto.
I'm a mediocre fighter.
But what about talent?
Talent? I don't believe in talent. Well, some people, they have talent. It's good. It helps when you have talent. As long as you have a lot of determination and willpower, that's all you need. And you have to have the will to win.
And success isn't just physical. Take Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize and the only person to win in 2 different sciences. She spent years in poorly equipped labs, handling dangerous chemicals, conducting experiments that required endless patience and precision. She didn't just imagine breakthroughs. She put in the work day after day until results came. Her genius was forged through effort, not fantasy. Dopamine hits from daydreaming. Let's go back to the science. Remember how your brain releases dopamine when you daydream about success? That's why fantasizing feels so good. But it's also why you don't move. The trick is to replace fantasy dopamine with action dopamine. Every small step, every micro win triggers the same reward system. But this time, it comes with progress, not just imagination. Neuroplasticity. It's basically your brain's ability to rewire itself based on experience. Build your identity through repeated action. Want to be a disciplined boxer? Train consistently. Want to be a writer or creator? Write every day. Small, repeated actions gradually change how your brain and your sense of self work. You start thinking, I'm the kind of person who does this, instead of just imagining it. And before I go, some small tips. Micro wins. It's basically starting ridiculously small. Don't wait until you're ready. Just do it. Just start small from the most basic things and then go from there. Build systems. Focus on process, not outcomes. Instead of obsessing over becoming a champion, a millionaire, viral YouTuber, focus on creating systems that make progress inevitable. For example, weekly training schedule, daily writing habit, content creation, something that keeps you to a routine.
What we do is an iterative business. It's a grind. It's work. The best amongst us just keep at it. I began in 1987, and my journey began, it's the weirdest thing. I walked into a basement in Greenwich Village called the Comedy Cellar. And when you're a comic, you look in a room, and 200 seats are facing one way. And there's one stool, and it has a light shining on it. And you walk into that room and go, that's gonna be my chair. I'm gonna sit in that one. And you spend the rest of your career trying to earn that stool.